Jada Pinkett Smith. Alpha males don't pay attention. Many of you who are keen watchers of my work have noticed the parallels between Amber Heard, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Harry's wife. Naturally, all three are narcissists, but they also have a propensity to talk utter bollocks. And Jada Pinkett Smith and Harry's wife are particularly prone to this, fashioning themselves supposed roles as self-appointed gurus and commentators of all of the things in life that really matter, but talking a lot about sweet fuck all. Harry's wife does it with her beige bananitarian word salads, and Jada Pinkett Smith is just as bad, as she goes on about healing, rediscovery, what my love eggs have changed for me, whatever it might be. She sits there in a sanctimonious, holier-than-thou, pretending that she's some kind of Zen master that's pronouncing upon what everybody else should be doing, and of course how she has already done it to improve herself. How anybody gets through an episode of Red Table Talk without their brain turning to mince and dribbling out of their nose is beyond me. But now, keen as always to ensure that she's front and centre when it comes to telling us the way that people behave, Yahoo News tells us Jada Pinkett Smith explains why alpha males don't pay attention to feelings. The article is by Marty Bowser. In the latest episode of Red Table Talk, assertion of control through media platform, Jada Pinkett Smith, her mother, Adrienne Banfield Norris, and guest host Kelly Osbourne welcomed actress Hayden Panettiere to the table, where the topic of the day was all about alpha males. Pausing there. The phrase alpha male is invariably utilized to actually describe narcissists. See my video, The Alpha Male. And you will see that often those that go around describing themselves as alpha males are anything but, and invariably they're deluded narcissists who think that they're far superior than actually they are. Other individuals that might be described as alpha males but don't like to talk about it because they're a different form of evolved narcissist invariably are, of course, misidentified and are just called alpha males when once again they are narcissists. Returning to the article, Panettiere also opened up about her past drug and alcohol addiction, postpartum depression, and relinquishing custody of her daughter. During the episode, Panettiere recalled some of the most horrifying times of her life, including the first time she was introduced to drugs at the age of 16. Panettiere explained she was given a little low energy on a red carpet when an adult from her team gave her an unknown pill. It was, here, take one of these, it's a happy pill, it'll give you energy. So I didn't think of it at the time as a bad thing or a drug, she said. Thinking back, she compared the happy pill to that of an Adderall. She revealed that the team member acquired the prescription stimulant from Mexico. According to a past interview with People, Panettiere continued to use drugs and alcohol to cope with life, including the postpartum depression she suffered after giving birth to her daughter Kea. The hero's actress would go on to get treatment, but ended up having to relinquish custody of her daughter. Unbeknownst to her, she gave custody to her ex-husband, boxing champion Vladimir Klitschko. She said he didn't understand her mental health issues. Panettiere said signing the custody papers was the heartbreaking thing I've ever had to do in my life. As noted in People, she stated that the way the custody decision was made was very upsetting, because she was unaware of the custody agreement until Kea was already in Ukraine. I was going to go work on myself. I was going to go better. And when I got better, that things could change and she could come to me and I could have my time with her, she explained, but that didn't happen. She explained that her previous partner not being available for support was a big part of her hitting rock bottom. I respect him for being such a driven human being. He's very positive. Athletes, they're just very driven. That mentality is just pretty incredible, she said. But he's also a man that doesn't have any sisters. So he really thought that I was doing it to myself, and just that I could choose to snap out of the postpartum depression. I'm not really sure how not having any sisters has particularly got anything to do with it, but anyway. He thought it was a matter of willpower, said Norris. Panettiere revealed that the boxer's email signature states, "If you control your mind, you control everything," she said, which she said frustrates her because it's so not true. Now, leaving aside the dynamic between Panettiere and Klitschko, which might bear up analysis, we're talking, of course, about Jada Pinkett Smith here. And here she comes. Pinkett Smith then gave her perspective on dealing with men of that mindset. I had to learn that men with that alpha male spirit don't pay attention to feelings. The host then spoke about her emotional release from dealing with those same feelings would come in the form of using alcohol and abusive relationships. But learning to speak openly about not feeling supported or feelings of anger has provided some avail. Assertion of control through pity play and use of ignited fury. Pinkett Smith's comfort in speaking openly has come with some scrutiny, as many criticised her for her interactions with her husband, Will Smith. Lack of emotional empathy for talking about matters which are private between them. Of course, referencing the affair, see parts passim, and operating with a sense of entitlement. Before the Oscar altercation with comedian Chris Rock and the slap that was heard around the world, Pinkett Smith left her husband in tears at the table, combing through the details of her entanglement, diminution of infidelity, with R&B singer August Alsina, and criticised his need to stroke his ego by planning elaborate parties for her. See parts passim, projection, belittlement, provocation. We're glad she has learned how to deal with her feelings, but some of the conversations brought to the red table have left her looking like the alpha. And, of course, that is the observation that Yahoo News provides with Marty Bowser's parting observation about her, whereby, of course, she believes that she's the alpha female. She won't say as such, but subconsciously she regards herself as superior. You can see that with the icy, haughty, laser-like stare that she unleashes. Go and watch Parts Passing, where I've analysed her conduct on the red carpet. Andrew comments, let's go below the line, the love of her life was Tupac, who was a performing arts school graduate majoring in ballet. Then she ended up with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What does she know about alpha males? Justin, Jada Pinkett Smith would know, as she is the alpha male in the relationship. Ask me, Princess, yeah, we had this talk the other day. Your time has come and gone, so sorry. Bye-bye. Aquaworty, when is G.I. Jane 2 coming out? Jeff says the woman whose son wears a dress. These articles are ridiculous, but the good news is when I read everybody else's responses, it's nice to know that there are a lot of normal people out there. Frank, wrong. She is an alpha snake with no feelings, just anger and rage. Noopy, hasn't the alpha male concept been disproven by scholars? Get a clue. Maybe it's just everybody is tired of everybody crying about the smallest thing. You got my gender wrong. You're appropriating my culture. You're damaging my mental health. You are sexually harassing me. You don't understand my sexual orientation. I've become desensitized to everything except animal adoptions or feel-good stories. I guess it's because those pets are looking for a human to take care of them on a basic level. D76JC, why does anyone care what this woman thinks? Gary, I learned so much by not reading this article. X7, Jada also copes by repeatedly sleeping with her son's friends, then acknowledging that she sleeps with his friends like it's no big deal. Dismissiveness, diminution of activity, lack of accountability. Denver, lucky for her, Will Smith is a beta male. Still here, she should spend as much time and energy worrying about her cringy kids. Stephen W., one of the most hated women in America now. Don't give this trashy woman any more media attention. Many people dismissive of what she has to say, and of course recognizing, although they don't use the word narcissist, that she's the controlling one in the relationship. Once again, the red table talk being utilized as a means for her spouting her psychobabble claptrap that she thinks is important and meaningful. Deluded behavior, assertion of control, receipt of the fuel from people's responses to it. She continues to demonstrate very clearly what she is. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.